Imagine the immense hope and excitement of freedom for millions of formerly enslaved people after the Civil War. It was a time of immense possibility, but this newfound liberty was immediately met with powerful resistance. Black codes were a series of highly restrictive laws passed by Southern states immediately after the Civil War. They were designed to control the labor and behavior of newly freed African Americans, effectively attempting to restore a system of white supremacy and forced labor, thus laying the crucial groundwork for the later era of Jim Crow. These codes served as a direct bridge because they aimed to maintain the pre-war social and economic order without outright slavery. Southern legislatures, dominated by former Confederates, enacted laws that severely limited the rights of Black Americans. They established strict vagrancy laws, forcing Black people into labor contracts often with their former enslavers, and made it illegal for them to own property, vote, testify in court against white individuals, or even carry firearms. This legal framework was a clear signal that freedom did not equate to equality or full citizenship. By understanding these early restrictions, we gain critical insight into the systemic challenges Black Americans faced in the Reconstruction era and beyond. These laws demonstrated the deep-seated intention to deny Black citizens economic independence and political power. Knowing this history helps us recognize how legal structures can be manipulated to enforce racial hierarchy and understand the long, arduous fight for civil rights. A striking example is Mississippi's 1865 Black Code, which included provisions for vagrancy, allowing local sheriffs to arrest any Black person without a job and lease them out for labor. This system of forced labor, often described as neo-slavery or peonage, was a direct attempt to circumvent the 13th Amendment. The rapid passage of these codes spurred the federal government to respond with the Civil Rights Act of 1866, an early attempt to counter these state-level infringements, though enforcement was often difficult. In essence, Black codes were not just a reaction to emancipation. They were an intentional, legal blueprint for racial control. They normalized the idea of separate and unequal treatment under the law, providing the legal and ideological foundation upon which Jim Crow segregation and disenfranchisement would build for nearly another century. They exemplify how legal systems can perpetuate oppression, transitioning from chattel slavery to a new, insidious form of racial subjugation.